Hi, Aura.
Hi, welcome.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having
Welcome
us.
into the factory.
Oh, this space is so beautiful.
Thank you so much.
It's so beautiful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So tell us, Aura, what was your inspiration?
So when I found the space, it was very like empty, warehousey, and because like it just speaks to that whole industrial nature of like where we are and also what we do. So even like down to the tiles, we made sure that they were like concrete looking. And then we get on to like things like this.
Tell us about this table.
So this is like my favorite thing in the absolute world. So I feel like this island really captures the essence of Arami in terms of our brand and how it was built, how it was conceived, and just in that it started off as just an idea, not really based on anything, but other than just, you know, inspirational ideas in my head. And then it came to life. And I think that's just why I love this island. It's almost like seeing your thoughts in real life. And that's exactly how I feel about Arami.
So tell us a bit about how you curated your brand and how you've maintained that brand over the 5 years.
Yeah, so I think for me, branding is super, super important because before I started Arami, I worked in communications. I used to work in branding, digital marketing, PR, corporate communications and everything. So that's like my core. Like I've always kind of known about it and wanted to make sure that I embody that in everything that I do. So in starting a brand, that is actually one of the reasons why I started Arami, because I felt that this is one of the things that was missing. A beautiful, beautiful brand that worked.
What would you say is the key ingredient to building a successful business?
I think the key ingredient, if I had to say anything, would be consistency. Consistency for me is something where I'm like, if you're just doing something very small, but you do it every single day, I think that that's like a big part of my journey. So 5 years of just consistency, I feel like that's how we got here.
And on mornings when you wake up and you just don't want to do this anymore, what keeps you going?
God.
How would you say you've built or you've managed to build a successful team?
I think building a successful team has been possible simply because of the people that are part of the team. So I feel that you can't really build a successful team with people that don't want to work. And I feel that one thing I love about my team is that they all love to work.
So if you were traveling and you could only have 3 Arami products in your bag, which ones would it be?
Okay, so definitely Eden's Elixir. Omni oil. Literally smells glorious. That's the only word I can use for it. And since it's here, Ivory Butter, Rose and Vanilla. Such a good skin savior for your legs, which are usually dry, well mine are. And also it has this like undercover shimmer. So it's like a butter, but it like gives you that little glisten. Sparkle. Yeah, sparkle.
How do you maintain a healthy work-life balance?
Healthy work-life balance. So honestly, I always tell people I don't think there's such a thing. I think that you have to kind of know the season you're in. So maybe like June to July is like chill time, and then maybe hang with your family, and then later in the year, like this part of the year, which is the end of the year, is always like our busiest quarter. So for me, I know that like other things may suffer because I have to work more, but I just feel that like the season will change again, and then like I can hang.
It's just the time.
Yeah, timing really.
Okay. What would you say your biggest lesson learned as an entrepreneur is in these past 5 years with Arami?
I think my biggest lesson would be the fact that I now understand that most people that have a vision, it's actually true. Like they're not just dreaming. The vision is actually real. Like it could actually be reality. But the thing is that what separates you from people that don't get there is the fact that you actually stayed. Like you stayed the journey, you waited, and you waited till the end to see it come to life. I feel like a lot of people don't wait. So I think as an entrepreneur, I'm just really understanding that you have to be ready to wait.
So you know how they say every successful person has a morning routine? Walk us through your morning routine, Aura.
Let's get into it. So I wake up at 5. Yes, I wake up at 5 a.m. every day. And for the last couple of weeks, I've actually been waking up at 5 a.m. even on the weekend. I know, wow. I'm kind of creepy.
Do you plan to, or do you just wake up?
So before, obviously, I had to have an alarm, but now my body will wake up at like 4:30, like without fail. unless I'm like super tired, and that's where coffee comes in. But yeah, so I'll start my day at 5, have quiet time, pray, then I'll like do my to-do list, look at so I'm reading this book at the moment, which is talking about how it's really important to remind yourself of your dreams all the time. So I've been reading like my dreams and my vision every day. And then I'll like go into my to-do list, I'll do some journaling, gratitude, all the like wellness things. And then I head to Beyond Fitness, which is a cycle gym. Well, it's beyond a cycle gym, but it's where I do spin every morning, Monday to Saturday. And then after that, I rush back home, get myself ready, and head here.
How do you maintain your sanity? How do you check out from, entrepreneurship and your business sometimes? How do you find your balance and reconnect with yourself?
Having that quiet time with yourself is so important when it comes to just being sane, because you need to be able to like zone out from the world and, just be able to take time off from everyone and everything. And I'm able to do that in the morning because I wake up early. But yeah, I think that's very important.
So Aura, if you could sit down with any famous person in the world, I mean anyone, who would it be?
Definitely Michelle Obama. Come, let me show you the rest of the space. So where we are now is like the pamper station. So we had like people giving foot massages and you can just come and like chill here. And then we also have a rack of our collaboration with the lounge style. So these are like simple transitional loungewear pieces that you can wear like at home or if you want to like step out casually.
Very you.
Very me. So we worked with Emba-san on the furniture, and we also got some cushions from DO2. So the idea is just to basically be at home, at peace, and calm. So we get into the bathroom, and this bathroom was created to basically give like, okay, if Arami had a bathroom and felt a bit fun, what would it look like?
Let's play a quick game of this or that. Are you ready? So cold or hot?
Hot.
Hot, are you sure? You hesitated. Tea or coffee?
That is a hard one because I'm definitely more of a tea girl, but recently, over the last couple of months, coffee and we've... Like this morning I had to be like, no, don't touch the coffee, have matcha, and I was like, fine, whatever.
Dogs or cat?
Dogs, I have a dog, so.
Night out or night in?
Night in. I think I've been a grandma since I was like 26.
If you had to be an animal, what would you be?
A swan. I just think they're so pretty and graceful and just so like calm.
What would you say are some of the challenges that you faced as an entrepreneur in Nigeria, especially being a female entrepreneur?
So I realized that, especially during COVID, that women in this country, we're like invisible.
Yeah, we don't have a voice.
We don't have a voice, and that definitely has made business hard, but it definitely has helped me to find a way to be bold and to actually get my point across, but in a nice way.
So what advice would you give to budding female entrepreneurs in Nigeria?
I think for me, my main advice, especially if you haven't started your business, is to just start. Like, you have a vision, you have a plan, you have an idea. The key is to start. Like, obviously think it through, but just don't procrastinate. Procrastination is like the main thing that holds people back in life. And I think especially with business, the key is to just start. Like, what's really the worst that could happen? And I think for people that are already in business, it is to keep going. And I think I kind of live by that consistency, and also just to, no matter what happens every single day, to just keep going, no matter what comes, to just keep going. And then I think I would also say, like, try and find small things that you can do every day that over time will create big changes.
What are you excited about these days?
For the future, I'm very excited about just going out of our comfort zone. So I think that for the last 5 years, we've been very focused on Nigeria and like being here and everything, and we're not going anywhere. We're here and we're here for the long haul. But now I'm excited about, you know, the opportunities that are presenting themselves that are outside of Nigeria, outside of Africa, and so that we can spread the vision, which is actually what we wanted to do when we started. The whole point of Arami was to be able to create this brand that we would be able to take outside of Nigeria, outside of Africa, and be able to kind of show the world that, look, in Africa, this is our own category of beauty. You know, you have Korean beauty, you have Japanese beauty, we have African beauty, and I think it's actually a whole big category that's gonna come up, and it's already rising.
What would you say are the most important things when you're taking your business global?
It's very, very important that you do your groundwork, you do your due diligence, you look at the regulations, the law. You just don't want any kind of lawsuits against you, and even things down to like your taxes is all very important. So I think for me, we've spent this time trying to understand, you know, where to go next and really understand the place that we want to go to, or the places.
So Ore, what would you like to be remembered for?
I would like to be remembered for bringing love into this world through all the things I do, and, you know, all the business I have and all the businesses to come by God's grace. I'd love to be remembered for bringing love through those businesses and anything else I, you know, endeavor to do in the future. And also the spirit of excellence. I really pray that like when I'm no longer here, people look back and say, she was excellent at everything that she did. Not in terms of like, I was the best, but that my spirit was excellent and I wanted things to be excellent and it was obvious to the other person. So I think those two things, yeah, I'd love that to be my legacy.
Thank you so much, Ore, for having us in your beautiful space.
Thank you so much for coming. This has been so nice. Bye, FemForce.